Look across this wasteland. 3 years without a single drop of rain. 3 years of cracked earth, withered crops, and dying livestock. Israel is choking on dust. Why? Because King Ahab and his ruthless foreign wife, Queen Jezebel, turned the entire nation away from God to worship Baal, the pagan deity of rain, thunder, and fertility. They murdered God's prophets and tore down his altars. The nation was spiritually dead, trapped in compromise. In the middle of this despair, one man walks out of the wilderness, worshipped by none, hunted by the king's entire army. Elijah steps directly into the path of King Ahab. Ahab glares at him and snarls, "Is that you, you troubler of Israel?" Elijah doesn't flinch. "I have not troubled Israel," he replies. "You have. You abandoned the Lord's commands and followed the Baals. Now gather the entire nation on top of Mount Carmel and bring the 450 priests of Baal. Thousands assemble on the windswept mountain peak. On one side stand 450 royal priests of Baal, clad in rich robes and backed by royal power. On the other side stands Elijah, alone." Elijah turns to the silent crowd of Israelites and challenges their double-minded hearts. How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him. But the crowd remains dead silent. They want proof. They want power. Elijah sets the ground rules. Build an altar, prepare a bull, but do not light a fire. Call on the name of your God, and I will call on the name of the Lord. The God who answers by fire, he is God. The crowd cheers. The challenge is accepted. The priests of Baal go first. From morning until noon, they dance around their altar, screaming, "Oh, Baal, answer us!" Nothing. No voice, no answer. By noon, Elijah starts mocking them. "Shout louder! Maybe he's deep in thought, or busy, or traveling. Maybe he's sleeping and needs to be woken up." Desperate, the priests slash themselves with daggers until blood pours out, dancing until evening. But after hours of screaming, there is absolute, deafening silence. Baal is deaf. Baal is dead. As the sun begins to dip below the horizon, Elijah steps forward. "Come near to me," he tells the exhausted people. First, he takes 12 stones, representing the 12 tribes of Israel, and rebuilds the broken altar of the Lord. Then, he does something completely insane. He digs a deep trench around the altar. He lays the wood and the sacrifice on top. Then he orders the people, "Fill 4 large jars with water and pour it on the offering and on the wood." "Do it a second time," he commands. They do it. "Do it a third time." They pour again until the wood is drenched, the stone is soaked, and the trench is overflowing with water. Humanly speaking, fire is now impossible. The time for evening sacrifice arrives. Elijah steps up to the soaked altar. He doesn't scream. He doesn't cut himself. He doesn't dance. He simply prays a quiet, powerful prayer of faith. "Lord, God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, let it be known today that you are God in Israel. Answer me, Lord, so these people will know that you are turning their hearts back." The second Elijah finishes his prayer, the sky rips open. A blinding column of divine fire falls from heaven like a lightning bolt, hitting the altar with a deafening crack. The fire doesn't just burn the bull, it consumes the meat, the wood, the 12 massive stones, the soil underneath, and completely licks up every drop of water in the trench. Nothing is left except glowing, sacred heat. The entire crowd falls flat on their faces, terrified and awestruck. They shout in unison, their voices echoing across the mountains. "The Lord, He is God! The Lord, He is God!" In a single moment, the darkness of compromise was shattered. Elijah's faith proved that no matter how outnumbered you seem, one person standing with God is always the absolute majority. When your faith is soaked in doubts and surrounded by enemies, remember the God of Elijah. He still answers by fire. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share in the comments. What altar in your life needs God's fire today? See you in episode 7.